Hi, and welcome to an in-depth behind-the-scenes look at the 2002 movie Road to Perdition. The film starred Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, Daniel Craig and other stars. The budget for the movie was reported to be $80 million and the gross takings were over $180 million. The director Sam Mendes filmed exterior scenes in Illinois in the winter and the spring of 2001, using real weather conditions such as snow, rain and mud for the scenes. Filming concluded in June 2001. The film was well received by critics and is now highly regarded as one of the all-time classics. So let's now take a look at the locations and what they look like today. The opening scene of the movie starts with the young boy Michael cycling along in the winter snow. This opening of the movie was a real standout scene, and the haunting soundtrack from the great Thomas Newman really helped. Here is what it looks like today. Michael then arrives at the pharmacy. Note in real life it wasn't a pharmacy. Here we have the church that Michael passes on his way home. We only get a brief look at it as he passes. Here is the Sullivan's house where Tom Hanks and his family live in the movie. General Jones Armory, the state's largest location mainstay, which houses units of the Illinois National Guard, was provided to the studio by the Illinois State Film Commission. Sets were built inside the armory, including interiors of the Sullivan's family home and the Rooney mansion. The availability of an inside location provided the crew complete control over the lighting environment, which was established with the rigging of scaffoldings. We visit the location a few times in the movie, and when also Paul Newman's character arrives to give young Michael his money from his winnings from the dice game, with a touch of menace. Michael Sullivan Sr. and his family visit the home of John Rooney, played by the great Paul Newman. The piano piece that Paul Newman and Tom Hanks play at the funeral was actually performed by both actors. Now looking at this location, you can see that there was a brick wall in the movie. I'm not sure whether this was added for the film or whether it was actually a real wall and now no longer exists. The Florence Hotel where Michael arrives. John Rooney sends Michael to collect a debt from a speakeasy owner. The hotel that was used for filming was in the Chicago neighbourhood of Pullman. Also nearby, the opening scene of the movie where Michael is cycling was filmed. The warehouse where Michael Jr. learns about his father's profession. Only a couple of buildings remain from the Pullman factory complex, and the building shown in the scene looks now to have been torn down. But as you can see, the area is still recognisable with its early 1900s architecture. In this scene, Michael visits the brothel. This location for many people is probably not recognised as a location from the movie, but in the far left corner of this warehouse is where Tom Hanks would have walked into the building. The bridge at the back is the Cermak Bridge. Michael and his son arriving in Chicago. Here they are driving south along the bridge. Michael Sullivan going to the Lexington Hotel. Tom Hanks would have been stood just to the left of the umbrella. The white church in the country where Michael Sr. and Jr. go to light a candle and to reflect on his wife and child's passing. A lovely location, and it hasn't changed even today. This is where he does his first bank robbery. The building is no longer in use and is now boarded up. It always saddens me to see movie locations like this in a sad state. After Sullivan begins robbing the banks that hold Capone's money, he is impeded when the mob withdraws all its money. So he visits Rooney's accountant, Alexander Rance, at his hotel. This is where Harlan Maguire, played by Jude Law, comes out of the door to walk across the road to the hotel where Michael is. It's door 227 of the fifth bank that they used. Michael making a quick getaway. The farm where they stopped for help from the old couple. The farm now no longer exists. It was demolished a few years ago. Here is the road that would have led up to the farm. Here we have the ending of the movie, where Michael Sr. drives his son to stay at his Aunt Sarah's beach house in Perdition. The beach house was torn down shortly after filming, so is no longer there. Well, thanks for watching, and why not consider subscribing to the channel. I've got more movie locations to come, and check out the home cinema shop, it's got some great items. And now I'll leave you with the stills gallery from the movie. Thanks for watching, and enjoy your movies. Bye.